Playoffs?
I'm here to talk about the game that y'all talk about.
Playoffs?
Practice.
Practice? Scholars!
What up, y'all? What up? You know, it's like when the teacher's like, shh, and nobody else listens except those first couple people in the first couple rows, and you're like, yo, why everybody so quiet? Oh.
That was always
Okay.
me. Listen.
Nah,
Shout
I
out
was
to
the
all
one
the-
that y'all had to tell to shut up.
Shout
That
out
was
to
me.
all the students who respected their teachers.
Yeah, I respected them too.
Nigga, please.
I did. It's just that sometimes the conversation that I was having in the moment
It's
felt
more
way
important.
more important than whatever you was about to talk about, especially on a Monday. Bruh, don't nobody want to listen to what you about to talk about.
Yo, so you know what's funny? I can put this out there. Shit, we've been out of high school for like 18 years now.
Yep. At this point, it's what's the word when you pass the statutes of limitations? Yeah, statutes of limitations. We
So,
good, son.
When when people watch movies and they see athletes like are able to skate by because of the sport they play and all that shit was never real in high school until senior year. So, I didn't even purposely do it. Honestly, I don't remember his name. I'm so sorry. But his wife also worked in the school too.
Ah, you talking about Tony?
No, not
The security guard?
No.
Oh, that's the only one I knew.
This guy's an English teacher.
Oh, well, I must not have
But
had
his
him.
wife also worked in the school as an English teacher.
Oh, Mr. and Mrs. English teacher.
Okay. Anywho, so going to the senior year, starting varsity, I remember him asking like, "Yo, who in here plays football?" So it was three of us in that class. I ain't gonna put the other two people in there, but they knew who they are. What up? Still cool with them. So the three of us raised our hand. He's like, "All right, you guys are good." So we didn't understand what the fuck he was getting at. Bruh, when I tell you we would get into class on Mondays after like we would win games, he would just let us sleep.
Must be nice.
So
must be nice.
I ain't gonna stunt. He literally held my GPA up because remember I told you, and let this be a lesson for all our high school scholars out here. Just because you're doing well going to your senior year does not mean you could just fuck around senior year.
First of all, let's be real. First of all, let's get it out the way. Senioritis, it's a real thing.
It's a real
it exists.
thing.
It exists for everyone.
Really fucking real.
However, it is not something that you should lean into for two big reasons. One, it's not over. It's like celebrating and after whooping the team's ass for 3 quarters and realizing that there's still another quarter. Like, it's not done yet. And two, it builds a very bad precedence for other things in life. Because think about it. It still happens to me. Yo, if you're about to leave a job, it's the same feeling.
Yep.
Like, yo, if you got a week left on this job, bro, yo, the phones is ringing. Yeah, you better go pick it up. Because they ain't got nothing to do with me.
The first company I left in my career right now, when I knew I was leaving, bro. That last week, they was like, "Sean, what you doing?" I'm chilling.
Oh yeah, but you can't lean into it.
But they didn't know. They didn't know because I didn't give a notice.
But you can't lean into it too hard because then what's going to happen is that's when everybody's going to notice like, oh, we really got to pick up the slack now.
The people who knew. But
yeah, I mean, when it's time to go, it's time to go, son.
But what I fucked up at was I went into senior year with a 3.0 GPA. You want to ask me what I graduated?
I'm gonna be nice to you and say a 2.3.
At one point in the year, it fell to 1.9.
Damn.
When I tell you senioritis hit me, and that's why that English teacher,
real, son.
that English teacher doing what he did not help.
But you know what? You know what's helpful? Having a teacher that can combat the senioritis.
And that's what
I
happened.
had Mr. Johnson my senior year.
Yeah.
He's the biggest reason as to why I did not slack off. Because he used to tell us the craziest stories about how people he knew that was at the top of their game just stopped trying and went to the bottom of the barrel. And the way he tells it is so nonchalant. I don't never want nobody. If you're going to tell a story about my downfall, you better add some dramatics. If you're just going to breeze over the fact that shit went wrong, I need to get my life together. Nigga, yo, he didn't even say it like, yeah, so he was so prolific and then just this crash. He was like, nah, this dude was really nice and then shit just fell off the face of the planet. I'm like, nah, you gonna tell a story about me, I want you to be like, yeah, and it hurt to see that happen.
I had Mr. Johnson Jr. Yeah, I fucked with him, bro. That was
cool.
my guy.
Yo, we
Cool
talked
as
about him
hell.
on a couple episodes.
Yeah.
He's one of the
I think
coolest.
I told you he literally snatched the Mountain Dew out of my hand because
I'm
he loved
telling
that
you.
shit.
Shout out to all the teachers out there that listen, pay attention. that are out there doing their thing for these students. Y'all might not always hear it, but I promise you there's at least one student in your class that will appreciate the hell out of you. They might not say it when they're there, but when they leave out, they will absolutely appreciate y'all. Keep doing the good work, yo, for real. The good teachers, because I know we all know some other kind of teachers.
So who saved me was Mrs. Donner.
Yeah.
So I had Mrs. Donner freshman year, and then I had her again the second market period sophomore year. What happened was I got so comfortable with her when I realized that she was teaching one of the electives. I took her as a class. Mm-hmm. But I'm sitting up there thinking yo, because me and her were cool. Everyone had that one teacher that they were really close to. I had about 3 in Union. She was one of them. I even chose, because the seniors had to pick a teacher to come and give a speech before a game. Mm-hmm. She was the teacher I chose, and she was really shocked that I did that. Mm-hmm. And I remember her being nervous because she didn't watch football. So she was I don't know what to say. I'm just talk to them how you talk to me.
Yeah.
So she came and gave the speech, and then I'm thinking, me and her close, I'm cool. End of the first market period, I remember she showed me my grade, and she was failing me. I'm whoa! I'm whoa!
Hold up, where'd this come from? Time out, T-Mart. Hold on.
So she's I remember that was the first time in my life I'm yeah, you can never be too cool with somebody. Because I'm thinking I'm Gucci. I'm in class, I'm answering shit, but I wasn't doing any work. She's
my boy was I'm in class participating. That's enough. I don't gotta do homework, take a test.
I wasn't doing shit.
Who has the answer? Ooh, I do, because I ain't doing no homework tonight when I go home. Fuck that.
So she's LaShawn, you know me by now. She's you know what most of my grade consists of, and you're not doing it. I'm Miss Donna. She was LaShawn. I'm Miss Donna.
But I'm just a baby.
Just a baby. And the crazy part is, not for nothing. Remember, I was one of them young ass seniors too. So at the beginning of senior year, I was still 16 years old. So I was mad. I'm yo, what the fuck, bro? So, I'm
life comes at you fast, bro.
Really fucking fast. So, so she told me I was failing. I'm yo, this is about to shit on my GPA. And she's so you know what you got, what's going to mess up? I'm yo, schools are not going to want to take me.
Yeah.
So she was failing me. I was failing. What math was I taking senior year? Because remember, I went to Columbia to start freshman year. Columbian freshman courses were Union sophomore courses.
That's right.
So Union fucked me up because instead of giving me freshman courses my sophomore year, they just let me jump right into. So that's why I was cool with a lot of the old heads.
Yeah.
My freshman year I was taking sophomore classes. My sophomore year I was taking junior classes. I took a lot of my senior classes my junior year.
That's good, son.
But no, it's not good because my senior year I was taking freshman classes and motherfuckers thought I was stupid.
So you had to do it in reverse.
Yeah. So motherfuckers were thinking why is this old nigga in these classes? And I made sure in all those I had 4 freshman courses my senior year. I made sure to answer everything.
Listen,
and everybody's why are you doing that? I'm because I can't have these little niggas thinking I'm stupid.
If you don't, you already, we talking high school. Yeah. Everybody's no, but that wouldn't mean you done. Yo, we're talking high school. Yeah. You could absolutely not let that show. Yeah. Yo, I got this dumbass old nigga.
Everybody was yo, they used to all come to me with help. Yo, because you remember Michelle. Michelle used to always ask me for help. She's yo, you know this shit. I'm because this is a freshman class. She's what do you mean? I'm I already took the fucking senior course last year. So that was a setup in itself because now my senioritis is on 1,000 because I know this shit.
Yeah.
I was failing 4 classes senior year.
You know what it is? You know what it is, bro? In the back of my mind, and this is just coming from a Caribbean household, son, I always remember in the back of my mind, my mother always saying, damn, that's all you could do? You couldn't do better than that? So every time I felt like I was about to fall off, nope, because you know what it is? That conversation is one of the most infuriating conversations to have. And especially when it's yo, nah, but legit, I tried, bro. Yeah. And it's no, did you really try?
Did you really?
Yeah, I really did try. What are you talking about? I didn't do this by accident. I would hopefully get it to my point across. Yeah. But it was a good and bad thing. You learn to appreciate what you're good at You learn to appreciate that sometimes people aren't going to see where you're coming from. And that would be like, I love my mother and my father very much.
I love my parents.
My dad, not so much. Sorry, I shouldn't say it like that. I love my dad very much. But he wouldn't be the one that'd be like doing too much.
Yeah.
It's always felt like my mom. Because it's like, I would do the 10.
Yeah.
And she's like, damn, you couldn't do 11? It's like, nah, because
she got to push you. You got to get, that push is necessary.
But then my dad would always tell me the opposite of, not the opposite, but he'd always tell me why. Like, I appreciate both of my parents because they gave me the yin and yang.
Yeah.
My mom would tell me like, oh, get it done.
Yeah.
I would never understand why until my dad would say, oh, but you need to get it done because of this. And it's like, oh, if I do this because of what you're saying, it'll lead to what she's saying.
And that's why they work.
But exactly. But
and knowing your parents.
Yeah, oh yeah, that it works for them.
Two of the coolest motherfuckers.
Listen,
let me not curse. Let me not. Listen, Mrs. and Mrs. Burgess, I'm sorry because
Mr. and Mrs. Burgess. My boy said Miss and Mrs. Burgess.
Mr. and Mrs. Burgess. Excuse me, I've been drinking. Listen, I was about to say something respectful but disrespectful at the same time. I apologize. Two of the coolest people.
There you go.
I was about to say something else.
I know you was.
But two of the coolest people I've ever met in my life.
Yo, and they love y'all, bro.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing, like, Thanos is understanding it now. Like, I come from a family of acceptance.
Yes.
Like, yo, as long as you don't do nobody no wrong in this family, you cool.
You good.
Everybody's gonna love you. You're gonna get the respect. But as soon as you step that line, the respect factor goes all the way down. That starts with my pops too. I ever told you the story?
Yeah.
About we'll call him EO. I ain't gonna drop no names.
I know you're talking about.
Running through my fridge, drinking Capri Suns in the morning and shit. Yo, dog.
Yeah.
So my father don't take disrespect lightly. I'll tell you that shit right now,
Listen,
son.
I'm not going. I can't say that either. But your parents are they're cool with this.
There's some cool ass people.
They're cool
there
with
you
me.
go.
No, you
cool
said it.
ass
He said it. I didn't curse.
What? No, listen. Hold on. See, this is the thing. You ain't been around my parents enough. We've passed that threshold. My sister.
Your dad's still the OG.
Yeah, now I'll tell it. My sister the other day, she was over there at my parents' house, and I was talking to my pops about it, and she came and they were talking or whatever, and she just dropped the F-bomb, and she was like, ooh. My father was like, it ain't that, but it's my little sister.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, when I tell you, even sometimes I try to like dial it back, but sometimes it flies off the handle. Yo, my parents do it too, son. My parents do it too now.
But your mom and pops the OGs. I can't do that.
Triple OGs.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in front of them like, hi, I'm just a baby. Nah, but all in all, my fucking GPA went from a 3.0 to a 1.9
That's
at the end of the first semester. Excuse me, I said semester like it's college, marking period. But I was able to I graduated with a 2.3.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Yeah, I'm
so if you at least were able to bring it up.
Because remember, most colleges...
That's what we talk about.
I don't know what it is now, but back in the day, if you didn't graduate with a 2.1 or higher, you couldn't go play football in college.
I believe, I remember you telling me that. I
almost fucked myself up. And it's even crazy part. I ended up not playing football in college anyway.
I
tried out.
Yeah, you were there.
Yeah.
You gave it your all. I won't do that to you.
But that's a whole nother story in itself. That's a whole nother story.
But enough about school. Even though school is about to be over soon, Shout out to the spring weather finally here, son.
Shout out to Johnny Polygon. Don't do milk. Don't do school. Stay at milk. Drink your drugs.
Didn't he just do a marathon?
Yeah, he did. Shout out to Johnny, man.
Johnny out here doing big
shout out to
things.
Johnny again. He's 3 years sober.
That's right. And in case you're not familiar with what we're talking about, Johnny Polygon was actually a guest on our show a couple episodes back. If you don't know what I'm talking about again, you can find it at. Go on YouTube more specifically. But if you want to listen to it, you can also go on Spotify.
Shout out to all the scholars in Tulsa. Remember, Johnny is the king of Tulsa.
Word. So today we're going to keep it light, y'all. I ran Sean in a little bit. It's the past couple episodes, politics have been politicking, and Sean has been having a lot to say, y'all. And in case, again, you want to know what those things are about, in case you want to argue with them. If y'all want to argue with somebody, because I know some of y'all internet people love it, that's the man to argue with.
You can hit me up because I'm ready.
That's the man to argue with. He got time, sir.
I'll say this because, like I said, I'm not going to keep hijacking these episodes.
You won't, because I got something to talk about that's more, well, no, this is important.
Choose your next words wisely.
This is important stuff, I guess.
But I'll say this. I followed this guy today, and I'll share his name up here because I looked it up before we started talking, and just that quick, I completely forgot it.
Yeah, we'll put it right there on the
We'll
couch.
put it right here. What's his name? Savannah White?
Vanna White.
That's the black version, Savannah White. Savannah Negro. But how about that? This guy I followed today, he goes under
hate this guy.
he goes under people's regular Instagram posts, and if he sees anything racist, he'll out the people who post the racist shit. And I fuck with that because he literally he put these people jobs on blast, where they're from, their lives. How the fuck he finds all this information about them is crazy. He has to work for the FBI.
Got a time on your hands.
He's literally, that's his content, calling out racist people online, and he's white as snow. But his wife is black as day. And I'm like, you know what? Power to my guy.
That's why he do it.
When I tell people all the time, stop allowing your white friends to think subtle racism is okay. You can make a joke or two. We're not above a joke.
I could take a joke.
Yeah, if we're joking with each other and you say, oh, how's that chicken? And I'm playing with you, I'm not going to take offense to that. But if I clearly see that, yo,
when it's not a joke.
Yeah.
If, let's say we go in to get Jolly Rancher and I go get the watermelon one, you're like, you would get it. It's like, good one. But if you go out of your way and be like, yo, so porch monkey, it's like, all right, see, now we're not having fun anymore. And now you're doing too much.
You're going too far.
You're going too far.
You're going too far. So, continue to call out your friends of other races when they're being racist. Because everything's not funny, and if you give somebody an inch, they're going to take a mile. And that's why I don't play around with it. Because we know people personally who let shit like that slide, and now their so-called friends are clearly fucking racist. And I ain't got time for it, because I'm being real, and I don't care how anybody take this. I'm not above punching somebody in their fucking face.
Except jail. You don't want to go there.
I don't want to go there. But there's certain things I feel in life that are worthy of getting you knocked the fuck out. And being racist is one of them. Sorry. I'm one of the most patient people in the world. I let a lot of shit slide.
You are pretty patient. That's why we talk about how you be arguing with people. That takes patience. Because I got patience, but you a little different, sir.
But once you cross that line of making me feel less than as a human, we not good.
Because then there's respect. I got lines that you said this, haha, whatever. Respect. That's where I draw the line. If you're not going to respect me, that means you don't see me as another human being. You think you're better than whatever you're seeing. I don't have time for disrespect. There's a lot of things I tolerate, but the line, respect, there ain't nothing going past that. If you start disrespecting me, nah.
And that's why I don't play around with this, because what they effectively are doing, they're throwing little innuendos and saying little subtle shit to see how far they can go. And what they're actively doing, even if they don't know that they're consciously doing it, they're dehumanizing you. So then if something bad happens or if you do something, they can take away the human aspect of it.
They can justify it.
That's literally what America is built on. We're going to make the Native Americans look like savages, so when we fucking genocide them and kill most of their people off, it's not going to seem like it's the worst thing in the fucking world. We're going to make black people look like they're monkeys, they can't read. They got big lips and teeth, and their brains are shaped differently. So that case, once you see how bad slavery is and how we're doing them wrong, you won't look at them as people. We're going to make these Latinos look like they're fucking drug dealers and rapists and serial killers and all this extra shit. So when we start to deport them at mass numbers for people who are just working and kids who are just going to school to get the education, when we start kicking them out, no one's going to feel bad for them because they're not human. That's what you do when you start to allow subtle racism. And that's why when people be like, oh, it's just a stereotype, it's funny. It's not that fucking funny.
Nah, but you also got to think about it. It was more prominent before the internet. It was easy to get these things off before the masses were able to see it. Now that everybody can see the veil, dudes like what you're talking about are going to come out the woodwork and be like, hey, the fact that you did this, I'm going to let everyone know because I have the ability to do so. Before, bro, it was always around.
Always.
It's just, certain people never really cared enough to make it more of a prominent thing. And B, it was always looked at as like, oh, well, it's not that big a deal. Yeah. But now the masses see it. it becomes a bigger deal. This is the good side of the internet, if you will.
It
if
is.
you will.
And then we live in an environment now to where this dickhead that's our president made people comfortable to feel like they can just do whatever.
Yeah.
But understand, he'll be gone one day. You still might be here.
And now, like I said, we're gonna do that thing. Because you wasn't supposed to, I ain't even supposed to.
Hey, listen, I want 3 minutes. That's not bad.
Yeah, it was supposed to be 2 minutes and 50 seconds. But now that we here, you know, but you know what it is, y'all? We just talked about it. Like, that's my bro.
Wagwan, my G.
That's my bro right there. I'm always let him, you know. We share this show together. So
I appreciate it.
That's my bro. And if he wants to get some things off his chest, you know, it's what better place than right here. And as always.
You see my chest?
We welcome y'all to always join in on the conversation. Because when we clip some stuff up, we know y'all see it on Instagram.
Some
And we know y'all see it on YouTube and everything.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Keep going.
You know how they say, like, yeah, don't work with your friends. And they be like, what's the worst that can happen? Yeah, this is my friend, y'all.
Are you doing the Usher montage again? No. I call you back.
He's like, and then he started talking low. Yeah, I gotta go. No. Are you doing it again, Tom? No, I'm not. Gotta go, baby. So many days, so many. Yeah, you got me off topic. I hate you. Anyway, like I was saying, it's to the point where that's my bro. I'm always let him speak his mind, and we always gonna let each other speak our mind because it's our shit. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna let him hijack this segment because there's some sporting going on.
Yeah.
Some of us might not care. Some of us, like myself, are very, very happy with some of the results that have come across. No, not you.
Oh, okay.
Some of our viewers might not really care when it comes to playoff basketball. Me, though? Playoffs? I'm here for the playoffs.
Talk about playoffs.
Now, if we could get everything together, because I do have some Would You Rathers, and definitely y'all going to want to check those out. For those that aren't familiar, Sean went crazy last week with his Would You Rather. In case you don't know what that is, you got to check out last week's episode, and we'll definitely be talking about that.
You guys could blame Marv and Dante, because
Nope,
I
not
said
at all.
twice I wasn't saying it.
No, hear me. Hold on. Time out. I'll stick up for Marv because he didn't ask for that. I did. I'm the one that told you to do it. Marv ain't had nothing to do with that.
Marv could have cut the tape.
He was an innocent bystander to your shenanigans. That's what had happened, son. But today, I want to do a quick recap of round one. Those of you that aren't familiar, we did a round one NBA playoff discussion with Dion, our boy. He was here last couple episodes.
That's my quarterback.
You know what I'm saying? And we talked about some of those predictions, and some of them came true. Sean's pretty happy with some of his. Some of them didn't come true.
I had 2 right.
You did. So a real quick recap, if we could, run it through real quick. First, I'll just go for my boys, you know what I'm saying?
Good.
Knicks and Hawks.
I chose Knicks.
I called Knicks in 6, and that happened bar for bar, word for word.
So 1.
We had, stay in the East, we had Cleveland and Toronto.
I chose Cleveland.
I chose Cleveland too. We had them I think I had them in 6.
I had them in 7.
I think you had them in 7, and you were absolutely correct. We had Detroit and Orlando.
Now,
I chose Detroit.
Yeah.
Definitely didn't think it was going to 7.
Yeah.
Shit.
But
I didn't think it was going to 7.
Shout out to them, because coming back from 3-1 is crazy.
It's crazy, but you know they fired Jamal Mosley after that shit, which is insane. But hey, I'm not the...
Shit happens.
And then we had Boston and Philly. That was a shocker for me.
I called that.
I thought it was going to be Boston.
I called that.
I thought it was going to be Boston,
told you,
for sure.
Philly got healthy at the right time.
And they did, and you were correct about that. Then we have OKC and Philly. OKC and Phoenix. We all knew.
The refs won that.
We'll speak for Dion. He knew that too.
The refs won that series.
I mean, it's OKC versus Phoenix. Like, at most, they were going to win 2.
So some of the shit they were calling against Phoenix was egregious.
And I said that Shea was going to be getting those calls. But anyway, we've got LA versus Houston. I thought Houston was going to win.
Yeah, we both thought Houston was going to win.
And they absolutely did not.
Yeah, they shit the bed.
Here's where you were happy, though.
Yeah.
We said Denver versus Minnesota. I thought Denver. Hold on. You called Denver, but you said in a perfect world, if you had the champions or who was going to go.
I didn't say Denver because I chose.
You said it'd be the Timberwolves.
I said Minnesota was going to win the championship. So when we did the picking,
correct.
I said, I get why you got, because remember, I was like, I still think Minnesota's going to win. Mm-hmm. And then that's when you guys were like, they're playing Denver. I was like,
So,
but I'm going Minnesota.
We'll give you 0.5 because you were half right. You reneged, but you was
Minnesota. I got the tape.
Then we got San Antonio and Portland.
Yes,
I'll give it to Portland. I thought they was gonna get swept. I'll give them the one. Gentleman sweep. We'll call it a day.
Yeah.
Now we're on to round 2. Real quick. We have game 2s on most of these. Just want to get this out the way. I'm just going to get this series out the way because I'm really annoyed as a Knicks fan.
Why are you annoyed?
Because OG's hurt. And this happens every single year we go to the playoffs. Whether it's the semifinals or the Eastern Conference Finals, someone that we need gets hurt.
And it's always him.
And it's always either him,
or Hart,
JB, and Josh Hart, or Cat.
Hart got hurt in that game yesterday. No one noticed. He started grabbing his hand in the third quarter.
But he's fine enough to keep going.
We'll see.
But the crazy part is, OG hurting his hamstring, I don't want him to rush back because we've seen it. When you hurt your hamstring, you rush back.
You know what happens.
Subsequently, you tear your Achilles. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I just don't want it to. That's all I'm saying.
Plus, they're not in a position to have to rush him back.
Correct. Honestly, now with all of this development, I'm going to say Knicks in 6. Philly might fuck around and win these next 2 because they can.
I don't see them winning 2
in a row?
No.
Agreed. However, do I see them winning at least one of these in Philly?
Yes.
Absolutely. But when I say Knicks in 6, they're going to frustrate me like they did against Atlanta. First of all, Atlanta should have been a sweep. Yeah. But we won't go into that.
I think you're saying it in a sense because you don't want to put that stress on yourself because it's your team.
Mm-hmm.
I can comfortably say Knicks in 5 because Joel Embiid being hurt as well. It's not going to work out for them.
Correct. And Paul George is going to do that thing where he dips off eventually.
Exactly.
And then it's just Tyrese Maxey. But he's always going to be Tyrese Maxey.
And that's my thing. Tyrese Maxey is going to be Maxey, but I think it's a mistake to not have Maxey DM Brunson.
Nah. There's if I was Philly, I'd put everybody else but Maxey on him.
Why?
And the only reason why is because, yes, Maxey is quick, but his defense isn't that good. I'd put VJ Edgecombe on Brunson.
But you're putting too much pressure on that rookie now. And now Brunson's going to do what he's been doing.
I mean, hey, you can't. Atlanta did what they did because of length.
Yeah.
You can't do that with Philly because the person that would D him would be either Kelly Oubre or Paul George, and both of them are old. And I say old in the sense of if I was my old ass was on the court, it'd be the same shit.
I mean, they literally are our age.
Yeah, and they're not that quick. Yeah. They're not as quick as they used to
Paul
be.
George is literally 36 years old.
But hold up, time out. This is a different series, and we're going to talk about it in a second. But did you watch Detroit versus Cleveland, like on your way here?
Yeah.
Bro, I've seen an ankle breaker. I've never seen somebody break their hip before. Donovan Mitchell is a savage. He's straight. For those that aren't familiar, I need you to check out the highlights if you haven't. Donovan Mitchell put Tobias Harris in a blender to the point where he almost injured his hip. He held his hip as he got bopped. It was like, you can see it in slow motion.
Speaking of old niggas, Tobias Harris, it's one of them niggas.
My boys, tween. And Tobias Harris was like,
Listen, the mistake.
We'll talk about that series in a second because real talk, I want to get through this. We want to be respectful of Marv.
We got
you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Let's get through it.
Knicks in 6.
Knicks in 5. Excuse me.
I believe you,
right.
and I love that for you. Detroit and Cleveland. I'm going to say Detroit in 5.
If Detroit wins tonight, they're sweeping them.
Ooh. Not even a gentleman's sweep.
Because I told you before, I knew Cleveland was going to win round 1, but I don't trust them.
Yeah.
And they're showing it.
That's fair. They
don't close out well at all.
They don't. They don't start well. That's a problem.
Yeah.
Like they get it together second and third quarter, but first and fourth.
That's winning.
And that's
time.
the most important time. How you
time.
start and how you finish. It's important. You know what I'm saying? Then we got your boys. We got Minnesota versus San Antonio. What do you really think's gonna happen?
Listen, I gotta stick with them. They got their ass beat yesterday, but
7 games.
Minnesota in 7.
Yeah. Okay. Going Spurs in 6. Bro.
I respect it.
OKC versus LA.
If Luka don't come back, the Lakers might get swept.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. At most, maybe one.
Gentleman sweep.
They can catch them slipping, maybe.
OKC in 5.
Luka's not supposed to come back to probably, if they're lucky, game 3 or game 2 of the Western Conference. They got to get past OKC to do that.
So OKC in 5.
Yeah,
Shout out to Johnny Polygon.
I'm with that. I'm with that. So we'll see if our predictions come true. We absolutely will. We was right about some. We was wrong about some, but we'll see. You know, my diehard Knicks fandom is never going to let me root against them unless we get to the next round and we face in Detroit. I might have a different opinion.
I don't know. If the Knicks play Detroit, y'all could beat them.
We'll talk. If and when. You know what I'm saying? If
Detroit don't really match up well with y'all.
I don't want to speak too much out there.
Go ahead.
But what I will do is
season.
to keep us in the spirit of Le Basket.
Le Basket.
I got a couple of would you rathers.
Oh, yeah.
Would you rathers with these basketball individuals.
I'm ready.
First one. Would you rather guard prime Kyrie, I'm talking 2016, tween, or prime AI?
How old am I?
You are in your prime. Well, I don't know what that would be for you. No, you're now. You're now.
Now?
You got to guard prime Kyrie or prime AI.
AI.
Why?
Kyrie handles might be the best ever. And at least with AI, he might break my ankles. Mm-hmm. But if I got the proper help, I might still be able to like flag him down and hope to God I can like chase down block.
Okay.
Kyrie might end my career. Like I don't think people understand like because not only he has the handles like that, he probably has the best layup package ever.
Yes.
Ever. Mm-hmm. Like so, yeah.
Yeah, you gonna go with Kyrie? Are you gonna go with AI?
Yeah.
You would rather D AI.
I'd rather defend Iverson.
Yeah, I would rather D Kyrie, and the only reason why is because if Kyrie disrespects me,
Yeah,
no one will know because he's a humble guy. If AI bakes me, everyone is gonna know. You remember Tyronn Lue?
and shit. You remember Antonio Daniels?
I mean, yeah.
He crossed him twice in the same crossover.
I mean, yeah. And the last thing I want is to be disrespected because now, bro, I don't even want to play basketball no more. Now I want to fight. Kyrie will be nice and elegant with it. Everybody else will make it worse, but he won't. Imagine everyone makes it worse, and the person who did it makes it even more terrible. Nah, bro. I'd rather the humbleness of Kyrie's crossover than the disrespect from AI.
I love both of y'all. Shout out to Kyrie, Jersey legend, but either or, I'm fouling the shit out of it. Dante's here right now. I'm fouling the shit out of both of y'all. But go ahead.
Because either way. Now, would you rather get dunked on by prime Shaq or prime Dominique Wilkins? Like, if you had to go up, let me rephrase that. Would you rather contest? Because nobody wants to get dunked on. Yeah. That's crazy. Would you rather contest a dunk from prime Shaq or prime Dominique Wilkins?
I would contest Shaq's dunk.
Okay.
Because it's not going to look as bad. Yeah. Shaq is like the Diesel for a reason. Like, he's big as fuck.
Okay.
So he dunks on me, it's just going to be like, huh!
Yeah.
Dominique is going to windmill. He might bring that shit down to his hip. He going to tap his foot with it. He like, that shit going to look horrible. Like, fuck that. I would rather Shaq dunk on me.
Yo, honestly.
It's
like,
quicker.
Because think about it. Like, you're going to probably get dunked on regardless. But I'm talking about
Dominique, you're going to be looking in the air still like, he's flying.
You know what it is? Again, I'm going to have to disagree. I would rather Dominique dunk on me because, like, yo, if I'm going to test a dunk, I'm talking prime Shaq. Yes, prime Dominique is scary, but prime Shaq is disrespectful. It goes back to the old.
He's just big.
Nah, bro, you remember the body roll dunk?
I remember.
He dunked it so hard, the rim shook and rolled his body on another. No.
I'm fine with that.
Dominique is at least going to, if he's going to windmill, I'll at least get a show before I'm, we're talking my height. Like, if I was like at least 6'5", cool. We talking my height. I'm getting dunked on no matter what.
You don't get paid for that poster that you're on.
Hey. At least Dominique, I might go up and fall back because but Shaq is gonna I don't know if I want that.
It's not gonna look as bad because it's like well, he got me. He got me.
Fair. All right, as we round this up, I do have a couple more. This one was a special mention. This was given to me by someone very special in my life.
Oh Lord.
And I want to know, what would you rather be? Would you rather be this person? Lamar Odom in his prime, knowing what we know about him now, everything that has led up to today, or would you rather be prime Antonio Brown, knowing what we know now is going to happen to them?
Lamar Odom. And I choose that so easily because fuck Trump. I can't be no Trump supporter. Fuck. I'll be a crackhead any day for a Trump supporter.
Yo, when I tell you, she's going to be so happy that you said that because I was like, nobody's going to pick the crackhead, and you did.
Listen, crackheads be having fun. Fuck. I'm not giving up my dignity to be no fucking Trump supporter. Fuck Antonio Brown, man. Next question.
All right, I got 2 more and then we out. Would you, this one I'll do and then I'll do the last one. Would you rather talk like Yoda for the rest of your life or breathe like Darth Vader for the rest of your life?
I got asthma. I already breathe like Darth Vader. So I'm choosing Darth Vader.
Yeah, I'd rather talk like Yoda because I can figure out that sentence. Like, you know,
I can take my nebulizer.
talk backwards. I can. You know what I mean? Like I can figure it out. Son. All right, and the last one before we get up on out of here. Would you rather have a permanent itch that you can't reach or feel like you always are about to sneeze?
That sounds like torture. Both of them. Shit. Cause you ever had to sneeze and they get stuck and it don't come out?
You just sitting there looking at you dumb as hell, like,
and then you miss the sensation of sneezing and now you just mad. But to be itchy is like the worst, bro.
And even if you scratch, it ain't going nowhere.
I remember being itchy in a game once. Oh my God, I couldn't reach it. Because I had to dig for it.
You had the pads on and shit. Damn.
Yo. I remember it just kept, I walked to the side and kept hitting my shoulders. Like, you hurt? I'm like, no, this shit itchy as fuck. I don't know, bro.
Yeah, say the best for last, son.
I mean, I think it would be itchy because you would die from not sneezing.
Yo, honestly, that twinge that you get when you about to sneeze is annoying.
Especially
to the point
when you
where
got a
I
cold.
want to sneeze. Nah, bro, if I had to pick, son, I'm gonna go with the itch. Because that sneeze, like imagine like you like it's right there every second of every day. But the itch is annoying too.
Do you understand that's how they torture people? They do little minimum shit. Like I've read stories where they've literally tickled people to death.
First of all,
they make you itch.
If I had to get tortured, that's the way I'm gonna choose. Let's just be real. Like if I'm gonna choose a way to be tortured, it's gonna be that.
No, then you gonna go out gay.
Hey, nope. Because the other kind of tortures, they be doing too much. You say you gonna tickle me till I die? Bruh. Hey.
You gonna go out gay.
Hey, call it what you want. You ain't about to sit up there and connect me to, they be taking the electric clamps, putting them to your arms.
That man died the softest way
my
possible.
boy tickled me to my death. Tickle me, Elmo, me to my death.
He was laughing.
What was the alternative? Yo, he said he was gonna yank out all your teeth. Yeah, bro, go ahead, get the tickling, son.
You supposed to go out like a G.
Nah, you ain't go. Yo, bro, see, hold up, time out. I've never had a tooth pulled. Thank God.
That shit hurt.
Could you imagine, bro?
I've had my tooth pulled the old school way too.
I know. And once I learned that your teeth are bones and they are connected to your gum, and you could literally get infected from someone pulling out because the hole that can be there. Mm-hmm. When I realized that your teeth is bones and all that other stuff, no, bro, I don't want to be tortured.
I felt every.
If someone says like, "Oh, I'm gonna torture you if you don't tell me this information," hold up. What do you want to know? Like, I'm not gonna. You don't got to do all that extra shit, son. That's why I tell people, don't commit crimes with me. Don't do stuff that might lead me to have to tell on you. Because if the first choice is torture, bro, it's up. I'm not going to be helpful at all.
So what we learned is
correct.
Pull Dante's teeth.
No. Better get that feather. Yep, I'll be out. How he died, bro? Died in the wackest of ways, bro. But his alternative was to get his teeth pulled until he died. No thanks.
It's like, damn, he died gay.
No thanks. No, thank you, sir.
But that was good. This was good.
So with all that being said, we had fun this episode, y'all. We tend to do so. Sean looks like he wants to say something very deep, but I'm not going to let him because we're going to end on a very great note. On that note, Sean, you my boy. You my boy, Blue.
My boy, Blue.
Knicks and 6. That's what we're going with. No talent beats. Play us out, brother.
No talent beats.
Come on now.
Perfect.
Only in America. What'd you say?
Perfect.
Oh, I thought you said pervert. I was about to say, bro,
whoa.
This isn't that kind of show.
All right, Epstein.
That's what I was about to say. This ain't that kind of show, son. Get this man.